last part?
Where do you feel like you guys are progress-wise with the offense 10 days?
We're coming together. Just going in every practice. I mean, we just finished camp, and I feel like we've come a long way since Coach Cheney first came in. But I feel like we're all coming together as one and working hard.
What do you think? 17 practices now. Is it getting to that feeling of like, let's get ready for the season? It's time to play somebody else.
Yeah. In film, I mean, it gets a little boring watching the same players over and over again. But I mean, it's been great. Camp was good. It was helpful. We learned a lot. But now we're just getting ready for the season.
What do you think you guys have made the biggest strides?
Mentally, we're a lot more bought in. We learn the game a lot better. We're more physical. Just excited about next season.
When you say more bought in, what did it take to get more bought in this offseason?
Well, when I say more bought in, I mean coming together. I wouldn't say we weren't bought in when Coach Pruitt first came in, but it's more so like after last season, we realized we wanted a lot more, and we're just willing to do whatever it takes to get there.
What was Coach T. Martin's kind of biggest feedback after the second scrimmage? That's obviously y'all's last real opportunity before the season starts. What was kind of his feedback from the wide receiver?
I mean, he just emphasized just knowing the playbook and just reading everything on the field mainly.
How would you describe his coaching style, T. Martin?
To the point. There's really no gray spots. I mean, he's a great coach. He knows the ins and outs of the position, and he just tries to get us in the best situation all the time.
Do you enjoy moving around to all the different wide receiver positions? Does that kind of keep things fresh to not just be in one spot?
Yeah, you learn a lot with all the different receiver coaches I've had in the past. They all bring different things to the table, and we learn a lot in the ins and outs, route running, coverage, just everything about the receiver position.
I mean, in terms of slot, outside receiver, stuff like that, do you enjoy being able to bounce to all those different wide receiver positions?
Yeah, it's good for all of us to get around and learn more of the offense and understand it more.
How are you feeling confidence-wise, heading into this year compared to last season?
I'm confident. I mean, this camp was great. We all worked hard, and as a receiving core, we all push each other. As a team, we all push each other to get to where we want to now. So, confidence, I feel like, is very high amongst the team.
How excited are you guys as a receiver group? It's one of the deepest receiver groups Tennessee's had in years. How excited are you guys for the 31st?
We're excited. Like I said before, we put in a lot of work in the spring, this past camp, and we're just waiting to go out and do what we do every day in practice.
How would you describe this offense if an outsider, or somebody back home said, "Hey, what's your offense like?" How would you describe it?
That would probably be a question for Coach Cheney to answer. I would have provided a good answer for that one.
When you look mom and dad ask you, what
so they got to call Coach Cheney if they ask.
Pardon me?
So your parents got to call Coach Cheney if they ask what the offense is.
Yeah.
Jawan described it as explosive. Would you say that's fair? Do you see that every day in practice?
Yeah, I would say so.
How is it explosive?
How is it explosive? It's just the play calls. The play calls are explosive. Run, pass. It's a lot.
What's your relationship like with Jarrett? You guys building chemistry over the off season and stuff. How's that been throughout fall camp?
We've been close since I've enrolled, so we have a pretty good friendship, and it carries on to the field. Like, he holds me accountable, I hold him accountable. He holds the whole team accountable, so he's doing a great job of that.
How confident are you guys in him heading into this year? And confident are you guys in him heading into this year?
Oh, we're very confident in JG. He's a great ball player, very enthusiastic, and he loves the game.
What's your confidence in the defensive backs? I mean, you go against them every day. How have they done so far in camp?
They've done a great job. Coach Pruitt, the defensive coordinator, they've done a great job with the DBs, and every time we get on the field, it's a battle.
Josh, you've proven you're a guy who can kind of take the top off the defense and make big plays. But in terms of kind of week in, week out, consistent production, what's been the thing keeping you from being more consistent on a week-to-week basis?
What's been keeping me from being more consistent?
Because you've proven you can make big plays, but in terms of like consistent production, what's been the thing that's kept you from being more consistent early in your career?
don't know how to answer that question.
Well, I guess what are the things in your game that you wanted to improve the most in order to be more consistent in that way, to be more reliable?
Yeah, most definitely. You know, in training camp, Coach T and Coach Pruitt, they emphasize being consistent, and that just comes with paying attention to details and being disciplined.
Who's your prediction on which of you, Marquez and Juwan, is going to lead the team in receiving and touchdowns?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's up in the air. I don't know. I feel like we're all gonna have a great season, so we all feed off each other.
You're not going to put your name and say it's going to be you. You don't. You know you want to, right?
You know Juwan will.
Josh, when you look at your game since T has been your coach the spring and into fall camp, is there something that he's brought to your game that, you know, it's helped it, specifically T?
Learning the game, being able to read defenses before and after the snap, just little receiver things, and obviously he's played quarterback, so he knows a lot about reading defenses, and that's what he tries to show us every day in the meeting room.
How does Coach Shane teach this offense to you guys? What does that look like when he shows up in January and says, okay, here's what we're doing?
Probably like any other offensive coordinator. He would come in, just show us the plays, and even in situations when we would run certain plays, there's not really a secret technique on how he shows us the plays. It's just really, we just put it on the board and study it.
Do you work off a pretty traditional playbook, basically?
Yeah.
How many pages is that?
Oh, a lot.
An estimate?
Sometimes I couldn't even put a number on it. I'd probably say 1,000.
How does it compare to last year?
Last year's playbook? You know, plays are always going to be similar. At the end of the day.
No, I mean just in pure size, not in style.
Oh, size. Equal in size. Last year's playbook was pretty big. This year's pretty big too as well.
What makes you confident that this offense can be more productive than it's been the last couple of years?
Sorry, can you repeat that question?
Just what makes you confident this offense can be more productive than it's been the last couple of years?
Just how we practice as a team. We're working hard and we're studying the plays all day, every day, and camp was great. So we developed that confidence in practice, and we are excited, and we are really, really, really excited to play this season.
Got time for two more. Is there a different feel to the receiver room now that you guys have been together for so long?
We've always had a great relationship in the receiver room, so nothing's really changed much.
Josh, what did you take away from the trip to Africa? What was so beneficial about it for you?
Rwanda. That was a great trip, but what I really learned about that trip was they don't really know what they don't have, so they work with what they have and they do it to the best of their abilities, and it's fun for them. Like they don't. It's just natural for them to go out and have fun every day.
All right, thanks,
Is
guys.
that something that changes how you think about things a little bit? You said they don't care about what they don't have. Is that the kind of thing that when you see that, it kind of changes the way you think about things?
Yeah, every day. You complain less, and you just go out and try to seize the day.
Nice shot.
Appreciate it. Thanks.